Obviously, everybody's talking about the World Series happening right now. Your former team, the Yankees, taking on the Dodgers. Well, I guess let's step into that real quick. What do you think about the matchup?
No, I think this is the biggest, best matchup that I feel like we could have had in baseball. The biggest stars are on stage. I mean, we got Shohei Ohtani, we got Aaron Judge, you got Juan Soto, you got Mookie Betts, you got Walker Buehler, you got Garrett Cole. I mean, the list just goes on and on. You got New York against Hollywood. I mean, I think this is the World Series that everybody's kind of been begging for the last 10 years, and we finally got the matchup. So I'm super excited for, what's to come. And to be honest, just watching these playoffs, every game has been exciting.
Man.
Like even just the Guardians and Yankees series, I mean, it went, only went 5 games, but every game was, right down there to the nail, guys hitting big homers. And what I've loved about this playoffs the most is like the stars have been delivering. It's been Juan Soto delivering. It's been Aaron Judge. It's been Ohtani going off. So, we're seeing our biggest stars on the biggest stage, and they're showing up and they're showing out. And I'm excited for this Friday to see, these two heavyweights go at it.
I am getting pumped up for it too, man. I love going to World Series games, man. I think I've made it to like 6 of the last 7. I think since 2015, when the Royals won it. That was like my first experience of like World Series baseball. And I was like, man, these games are fucking lit. Golly. Like it was lit in Kansas City. Like when the Yankees, when you were, what was it, 09?
Yeah.
When you guys won it, like how crazy were those games because was it the new stadium or was that the old?
Yeah. It was the first year of the new stadium. So it was almost like we had to kind of win,
Yeah.
So it was that pressure of, the boss bring, he had signed me, AJ, Tex, traded for Nick Swisher. So it was kind of the pressure of, us wanting to win in that new stadium. But we had the core 4. So like at this time, somebody asked me yesterday, like, how did you feel at this time going into the World Series? I was calm because I had Derek, I had Mo, I had Andy, you had Jorge, I had all these guys that had been there before.
That's
and I'm just kind of riding on their coattails. You know what I mean? Like I had kind of figured out during that year. But I figured out during that year that if I just did my little part and not try to do too much, I feel like, it helped me be able to be better in those bigger moments. I feel like in Cleveland in 07, we had the best team in the league. We were young. I was the leader of that staff. And I feel like if I pitch better and if I'm able to put stuff, if I'm able to make those moments a little smaller and, be able to show up bigger in those moments, we win the World Series. So that's why I was just, like trying to learn from those experiences in 07 and 08. And in 09, I'm just riding behind these guys and doing my little thing and, end up, with a ring.
Man, I feel you on that one. And I ended up obviously sticking around in KC, but like learning from the moments that I had previous in the playoffs, man, it's like you look at those moments like, man, I had control of that. If I could have just tweaked it here, if I could have showed up for my guys right here, man, you just know that you could have definitely propelled the team. And that's the greatness that you bring to the game, big dog.
But that's me with the city of Cleveland, though, in that organization, because I feel like it's just been starving for a World Series. And 07, we were close. 16, they were close.
16, yeah.
But that team in 07 was really, really good. And who knows? We may stay together. I may not end up a Yankee if we win the World Series in 07. You know what I'm saying? Like, things end up, you never know how stuff turn out. You know what I'm saying?
Let's be honest, though, they didn't have the pocketbooks to keep that.
You never know.
You ain't lying, dude, man. World Series checks a little different now.
You never know.
That's fair. Let me ask you this, because Philadelphia, the Phillies have been close the last few years. You were just talking about the locker room and like the core 4. What is it that enables a team that has like the talent to do it between getting it done and not getting it done? What do you really think that is in baseball specifically?
It's just momentum, to be honest. If you look at like the Phillies running into the Mets, it was just they played them at the wrong time.
Hot bats.
And hot bats. And then sometimes when you play those teams in your division, you look at the Phillies when they beat Atlanta a couple years ago when Atlanta was the best team in the league. When you go in and play teams in your division in the playoffs, like the Mets don't care about going into Philly. And that, you know what I'm saying? That's a big advantage for the Phillies. Like going into Citizens Bank and like having to play, in that park. The Mets do that shit all the time. So it doesn't bother them. They can go in there in October and show up and, hit big home runs. So it makes it hard when you play those teams in your division. And I think those three teams for the next 5 years are going to be battling it out and for the division and to see who's getting to the NLCS, to be honest.
Nice. Yeah. Who do you think is going to take the World Series, if you don't mind me asking? Is that true?
I gotta go with the Yankees.
I had a feeling.
I think it's gonna be a long series, though. I mean, I have friends. I mean, I'm really close with Mookie Betts. I'm really close with Freddie Freeman. I root for those guys too. But being here, being a Yankee, being in New York, I just been watching this team all year, and it would be big for us and me if they would win the World Series. So I'm excited, and hopefully they can get it done.
Awesome.